Wow, that was official. I'm scared. That was pretty official. Okay, but I can like cut it up so we don't have to like, all right. So I'm so excited. This is Tanya Feltz, a friend of mine. I just want to congratulate her on closing her first deal, her first solo deal. She learned so much. Tanya, just share how excited you are to be talking to me after closing your first deal.
Heck yes. I started working with you, what? Don't I guess like maybe 30 days, like the end of June, maybe?
It was like
And we
4 or 5
actually
weeks ago.
started
Yeah.
calling in July, and
Mhm.
by the end of within like 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks of calling, consistently calling, we got a deal like we got a deal under contract,
Yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
was the coolest feeling ever. And then we got it funded within a week. We got it closed, and everything happened so fast. I was like, what?
Yeah, it happened really fast. It happened really fast.
And it was awesome. Honestly, like it was a very cool feeling. I was always I was very skeptical at first, like, what
Mm.
if it doesn't close? Oh my gosh. And I
Dude,
mean, everything that can possibly go wrong went wrong.
yeah,
The
yeah,
seller was gonna back out like a day before closing. She's
yeah.
told the agent that she was not gonna close, that she
Hmm.
was already going into foreclosure, and that she was not gonna close.
Hmm.
And I was like, it was a day before closing. So I was like, so I mean,
Right.
but overall it got closed, and it's the greatest feeling in the world,
Good.
honestly.
That's good. So we'll get into the deal in a second. Before we move on, like talk about, I know we've been we were in the community together. Let's just put it that way. What do you think it was about like my coaching style that made it like faster? How did you get a deal so fast? What do you think it was?
Honestly, I mean, it's the way that you push people,
Mm,
or the way that you pushed me for sure. Because,
mm,
and I mean, I get it, everybody coaches differently, but you were like, okay, did you do this, or did you do that, or you need to do it like this or like that. But it was like, even if I tried to lie, I couldn't lie, like, because you're like, no, well, why'd you do that? Even though,
right,
like, it wasn't like, I don't know, like, it was it was just it was you pushed me that much harder, and
right,
you believed in me, which made me feel that much like, okay, well, if he believes in me, then I have to be able to do this. Like,
right,
this is something that I mean, I have to prove to myself that I can do it,
right.
which was amazing. And you pushing me, I mean, maybe that's not what I thought, but definitely what I needed.
Right, right. Yeah, I think it's just like it's a balance of like you don't want to everybody's different, right? So not everybody can handle that. But I just feel like I've done it enough times to know if you do like X, Y, and Z, you'll get result. So when you used to tell me, I remember you telling me, well, I did, I'm like, no, because like do it this way, call her back, say this, let's get her on the phone, and I was willing to do that, and I'm glad because I knew you could get it done. I told you from the first time we got on the phone, you sound like an agent. This happened to be an MLS deal. You have like the lingo, so I knew this will work for you. So I'm very proud. So let's go into the deal. You don't have to we don't have to go all in it, but talk about what it was like getting it under contract. What happened after that? You got it under contract, then what?
So I was calling on a Saturday, um, just on the listing itself. On Monday, we got it under contract. On Tuesday, I was nervous because I'm like, I'm signing something that I don't
Right,
know what
right,
to
right,
do.
right. Yeah.
And I reached out to a couple of buyers, but everybody said that I had locked it in too high, that it was too
Mm,
high for them. So I
mm,
was like getting very discouraged. I was like, oh my gosh. So then
mm.
that's when we reached out to Chris, and he was able to find somebody the next day, and then it was funded the day after that.
Nice.
So that was like
Nice.
that was a relief.
Yeah.
And he did tell me, like, we just marketed it one day, and we can still continue to market it and see if we get more hits, or we can just call
Go
it
with
quit here and go
yeah,
with this guy. I was like, no, just go with that guy.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny because I was talking to my son about it. I mentioned it to my son, and He's all like, okay, mom, well, how much money did you put? It's like, nothing. And
Nothing.
you're gonna make money?
Yeah.
Yes. So then why wouldn't you just pick the guy?
Yeah. So there's
Oh
like
my
two
God.
two important, like I call them like ninja tips from being in the game so long that I learned specifically that situation. That's why I'm happy I was able to guide you. The first thing is like everyone wants a home run deal where as soon as you send it out to buyers, they say, "Oh my God, this is a slam dunk deal." It rarely happens like that. Buyers say it's too high for them. Everybody has their own preference. Not everybody's willing to pay for a house in that area, depending on the condition or whatever the case is. So you have to stick with it. You have to get it in front of as many buyers as possible for that reason, right? Because everybody's different. Somebody you may get a 99 no's, but it just takes that one to get the deal closed, right? And that part right there, I've seen so many wholesalers get discouraged and just like drop a deal because 5 buyers told them no. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, what was it? Yeah, you had to offer, you had a chance to get it under contract or shop it around more. But when you have a buyer that's like ready, they say they can put money down, they can close fast. It just works. Sometimes you just go with it. Could you have marketed it more and made, I don't know, another three, four? Sure. But they say like what a bird in the hand is worth two, what is it, two in the bush type of thing. Like you could have lost everything because maybe he would have got sent a new deal 2 days later. Now he doesn't want it. You know what I mean? Then we had nothing. So yeah, I mean, don't do that every time. I've done deals where like I got a good offer. I'm gonna hold out a little bit for another one. Just depends on how confident you are in the deal, which you'll learn more and more as you go along. But that was definitely the right move. So you got the buyer on board. What kind of happened with the seller in foreclosure? That kind of made it tested. And keep in mind, foreclosure is a big deal. That's why I tell people all the time, this is a big deal. You're helping people out of crazy, big, that's a big life situation. So what happened?
Foreclosure wasn't even brought up
Yeah,
until it was already in title.
yeah, yeah. And that happens all the
Like
time. Yeah,
I didn't know any of that
yeah,
until title came up. And
yeah,
that's when
yeah,
title they had to tell you what was going on.
yeah.
They had to say that it had to close fast because they were on a time crunch because of the circumstances, which was like, wow. But even at title, like they couldn't get the numbers right. We had a problem with the lender, and then they were trying to get the money together. It took us like 2 weeks to get everything to the finish line.
Mhm.
And then for the seller to tell me the last day that she didn't want to sell, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. And to rewind a sec, it's not the realtor probably knew, but it's not her responsibility to tell you. And it's
Right.
really not her business really to say. She's just providing a service for the seller. But yeah, that happens a lot when like title will tell you everything that's going on. Like, hey, there's bankruptcy, there's foreclosure, so yeah, and I think when I know like I told you, Tanya, whenever somebody gets close to closing, there's always some type of energy or some type of force. The buyer wants more money or less to pay less money. The seller wants more money. Somebody wants this. It's always those forces. So what was going through your head like when it was like, oh my God, oh my God? I can imagine, but as I talked to you, but what were you
I
thinking?
was honestly, I was like, damn, I
Mhm.
get to the finish line. I'm almost there
Yeah,
and everything's just gonna I was so mad. I was so upset. I was like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
why?
yeah.
Like all I had to do was close.
Right,
But
right.
we got to talking to the broker, and Chris got on the line as well.
Mhm.
And all three of us, Chris was decided like, I mean, we're not in the business. We of course we're in the business to make money, but we're also in the business to help other people out.
Right,
Like
right, right,
it's all
right,
about helping everybody, and if
right.
everybody wins, then that's all that matters.
Right, for sure. And yeah, like, I've seen they go the other way where wholesalers either they aren't willing to be flexible soon enough and they can lose it now. She could just be like, I don't want to do it. Some people in that situation would just be like, I'll get foreclosed on. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna do this. It's a very emotional situation. So yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to be flexible and get the deal done. Now, like I said, imagine the seller, like this huge weight lifted. Maybe she didn't
Yeah.
walk away with millions of dollars like she planned to or whatever, but it's a big problem to solve. So how does it feel to solve that seller's problem who you never even met? You saw the
It
seller's problem, you saw the realtor's problem, and honestly, you saw the lender's problem too. Everybody, you know what I mean?
it
From
was
you making a phone call.
Yeah, and I mean, it felt really good, honestly, because you don't think of it, but like even the seller was ready to just give up. Like she was like, I don't care. I don't care if I'm going into foreclosure. I don't care anymore because of everything that she was going through,
So
which
much
was
weight.
like it was a lot, but it felt good. It felt good to like I can honestly say I helped somebody that I didn't even know.
Right. And that's the beauty of like this business. But you have to understand that some people like we're all in it to make money. We're not a nonprofit, but you do have to be personable, empathetic, and work with people. And that type of energy, which you just displayed, will go a long way because next time you're gonna make more money than you should have. You know what I mean? You're gonna make, so it's a really good thing. So you got paid, the deal closed. How confident are you moving forward in your personal ability to get deals done? How
I
much more
feel
better does
a
it feel?
lot more confident. Like even just talking to people, like just picking up the phone. Like yeah, I was afraid of it. I was
Yeah.
afraid 100%.
Mhm.
But knowing more and understanding more and definitely having people to lean on has helped a million. Like
Right.
you're always there. If I have a problem, if I don't understand something, you always answer. So
Right.
I loved it.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. So last thing I'll say, I'm not gonna be, well, I'll be coaching for a little bit longer. I mean, with you guys, of course, people in the Rocket Flipping Academy, I'll be with you guys. But for people, whatever products I put out and whatever coaching I offer, what can you say to people that are skeptical? Like a lot of people are about coaching, about communities. What would you say about to them, like getting started with Flipping Academy and everything that I can provide?
I definitely feel like it's a community. Like we all are here to help each other out. Like you're definitely I mean, you definitely pushed me that much harder just to get to the finish line, which felt amazing. And
Yeah.
I mean, I know you would 100% do that with anybody.
For sure, for sure. Okay, I want to give my guy a chance to speak. Does you want to? How does it feel for you, bro? Spouses are a big part of this, bro. Like you're the support, you're the ear when things are going wrong. I'm sure you heard about when the deal was going bad. Like, how does it
Yeah, I
feel for
do.
you? Like, what does it feel like for you? I'm sorry, what's your name again?
My name is Justin.
Dustin. Okay, what does it feel like for you, bro?
I feel good. I mean, I'm happy for her. I was excited just as much as she was. And it was a little nerve-wracking at the end whenever everything was going down.
It's like
But
you're
all in
so
good.
close, you're so close, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of happened before. Like
Mhm.
one time she got a deal under contract before, and it kind of same thing kind of happened. Like right at the end, she decided
Yeah,
to back out. So
yeah, yeah.
like almost like that play back again, just like, oh no, not again. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it can beat you down. So this is even Justin for you, like proof of concept for you. Like, all right, she's been doing this now. I've seen her actually start to finish do it. Like now I know this thing works. You know what I mean?
Well, I've always had belief in it. Like we
Absolutely.
I've always like supported her and like trying to do this stuff. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah. Now, like I said, Justin for you, and I mean I know you know, but Tanya for you, like this deal, I mean, I know what you made now. It's literally if you do the same exact thing with a different house, like the one we're talking about, this probate situation, that house, we could do the same thing and make like 10 or 12,000. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. That's why it's important. It's a little bit tricky on the MLS, but deal size is so important. This is just for us moving forward because that headache you felt when the deal was about to fall through, whatever, whatever, it's like you could be feeling that same thing on a $25,000 deal or $2,000 deal or a $5,000 deal. So it's important to, get deals on the contract at the right price so you can make a profit. Like your next deal is going to be like over 10,000. I know it because now you're really confident now. I even saw your confidence grow even after you got that deal on the contract. You were like, your confidence was getting up there with the way you were talking to agents, the way you sounded like you knew what you were talking about. So now you should be like, I mean, not arrogant, of course, when you're talking to agents, but you got this done. You know you can provide a service. You've done it before. And so agents that you talk to in that market is like, hey, I'm Three Hearts Properties LLC. I've done this before. I want to help you guys out of a situation. We just closed a deal. If I were you, I would try to get that agent who's really nice to you to write like a paragraph review and keep it wherever you want to keep it and just provide that. I do a lot of reviews on our Google page for that. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm excited for you to like. I think that probate one is going to be a good one, and to just keep going, keep down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. Okay. Any Any last comments, feedback? Did y'all go to a nice dinner? What y'all got planned this weekend? Like, what are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do? You have to celebrate. Trust me, because I have a problem. Like, if I don't make like 15,000, I'm not gonna do anything. Even though you have to celebrate every because so many wholesalers have been in that situation. The deal fell apart. Like you talked about before, the deal just falls apart and they have nothing. To get it closed and funded is a huge blessing. So, what do y'all have planned? Where y'all going?
Mhm.
I want to go to this. It's like it's a church.
Okay.
It's I don't know what it's called in English.
Church? No.
Well, yeah, it's
Church.
like a church, okay? Yeah, it's like
Is it
I don't
far
know,
away?
yeah, it's 5 hours.
Mm. Is it in Mexico?
No, it's
Oh,
in New Mexico. It's like
okay.
by Santa Fe. It's
Okay.
it's supposed to
Okay.
be very pretty, so that's where I wanted to go.
Hey, try to do something like that because let me just tell you from years of experience, like receiving the money is great. You can go to whatever, but try to connect even a small thing, go to a park, a church, whatever, connect a memory to it because it'll make you dial harder. It'll make you make offers harder because that if it's just the money, you spend money so fast. It's like another dollar, another dollar. But if you connect a memory to it, this is a ninja tip. People don't be talking about this. I'm telling you. If you connect a memory to it, I went to a nice church, we closed the deal, we had a nice time, or a dinner, or a walk in the park, whatever. Connect a memory to closing this deal. It'll give you motivation in the future when you don't feel like dialing. You'll be like, dang, that church was nice, man. It was so nice out there. It'll make you want to do something else like that. That'll give you like deeper motivation to keep going in the future for sure. That's a ninja
Yeah,
tip, another one.
that's good. I
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah.
think of it
So
like that.
I'm telling, because if it's just the money, money get old. I'm not rich yet. I'm just saying, but like if it's the money, it just goes and you're just in like a factory, closing deal, closing deal, factory. You don't care. It's all about the money. And just to say it's about helping people, but you don't want that to go play with your mind. So you want it to be like making memories with you guys and your family. So I'm so excited. You know what I mean? It's proof for me. I mean, because I've helped people close deals like unofficially for years. But like this was like an official setting where I like work with you one-on-one. And I'm really excited, like coming from the superhuman community, just getting this done. And like you're gonna do so many more. This is like your springboard. So we're gonna hit it hard. We're dialing on what tomorrow, maybe Saturday?
Um, Tomorrow and Saturday, yeah.
Tomorrow. Okay, I'm with Philip, I think at 2:30 or 3 tomorrow. So let me know when you get off. But I want to
Okay.
get Philip is good. Philip knows what he's doing too. He just gotta like I gotta get on him on that like more. Cause he's gotten really comfortable with, well, whatever. But it's just like more, bro. You can do it, do more. So maybe the next time we get on the call with all of us in the Rocket Flipping Academy, we can like briefly go over this a little bit, just so they can see like, hey, it's working if you do it. Tanya's making calls. Tanya made a bunch of offers. Tanya got deals under contract. Tanya closed. It's not rocket science. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah,
And you have a 9 to 5. People feel like that'll hold them back. So you can. I'm glad. I'm glad.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's possible. And I mean, even that day, that I know that it was like our fifth call, maybe, or our third call,
It
and
was
we got a
early.
deal.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So I was like, what?
It's happening, bro. Like I said, I mean, they're motivated sellers that have hired a realtor. I mean, you know my spiel, but it's just like
Yeah.
they have their property, take it. Somebody make an offer. Most
Yeah.
people are afraid to call and make lowball offers to agents when it's like, it's not lowball. This is the price that works for me. If that
Mhm.
price works for your client too, let's get something done. If not, okay. Like I'll talk to you later. Good luck. You know what I mean? If you come along, Tanya, it's very possible the house would have got foreclosed on. Now think about how bad that is. With the
Yeah.
interest rates and everything like that, the way that things are going, people are going through foreclosure a lot. It's happening a lot. So we got to make these calls to put a little money in our pocket, but most of all, help people out of these tough situations, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I think about it. So I'm so glad, Justin, Tanya. I'm gonna wrap this up, but Tanya, I'll talk to you soon. Let me know about that probate situation. Let's get on the phone. Whatever commission thinks he's talking about, let's get to the bottom of it. And I'm so happy. Congratulations. Make memories. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Make some memories, small or big. Make some memories.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you
Awesome.
guys. Peace, Justin.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.